Our senior political reporter Michael Putney has some of the highlights from the newsroom.
And the lowlights, Janice, this legislative session had a definite downside. They made it harder to vote, imposed stiff penalties on demonstrators, and trans girls will not be able to play school sports. But here's the good news. The lawmakers didn't raise your taxes, and they're about to go home. They dropped the ceremonial hankies this afternoon that marked the end of session and called it quits in Tallahassee.
I think today and what's been achieved in this session says that this next year, 2021, the state of Florida's come roaring back.
Adjournment was a relief for Democrats who had few wins and a victory ceremony for Republicans who had many. They rewrote the state's election laws, making it harder to vote. Democrats call it voter suppression.
This is what happens when you become drunk on power.
Vote-by-mail ballots must be applied for in each election cycle. Only 2 mail-in ballots from non-family members are allowed. Drop boxes will be open only during early voting, and the candidates won't be able to hand out food or water within 150 feet of a polling place.
We think we led the nation, but we're trying to stay ahead of the curve to make sure that these elections are run well. But in Florida, you can have confidence that your vote.
DeSantis was the star last night on a Fox News special, bragging about a law that cracks down on high-tech media companies.
We cannot let the discourse in our country be controlled by leftist oligarchs in Silicon Valley.
DeSantis also announced he'll sign the bill banning trans girl athletes from playing school sports.
Oh yeah, we're going to protect our girls. I have a 4-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old daughter, and they're both very athletic, and we want to have opportunities for our girls. They deserve an even playing field.
In Tallahassee, the playing field tilted toward the Republican majority. They reversed a vote by Key West voters restricting cruise ships. Demonstrations like those last summer now carry much stiffer penalties under the anti-riot law. And no vaccine passports allowed. The governor got the legislature to outlaw them. The big winner in this legislative session was Governor DeSantis. He got everything he wanted and then some. And he is calling lawmakers back soon to formalize a gambling agreement he has put together with the Indians. If he pulls that off, I would say he is almost unbeatable in 2022. Michael Putney, Local 10 News.
All right, that's